every generation has a specific style.
Yes.
And that's what makes that generation what it is today.
From the greatest generation to Gen Z, every generation brings something special to our Emmanuel communities. We sat down with a few residents and employees to learn just how much or how little has changed over the years.
I guess a style that kind of comes and keeps coming and going is the bottom of pants. The bottom of pants get real, like we used to call them peg pants, real tight. And then they get big and then they bail out and then they get, so I guess this bottom of pants would be something I see that was popular that comes and goes.
I don't know if it was in the 60s, bell bottoms were a big thing. And I think I've seen new fashions that are bell bottoms are sort of coming back.
Through like recent years, especially within the past 4 years, everyone's really, with their pant legs, especially the bottoms, it's expanded out again. And we've reverted back to like the very loose, baggy pants.
Bell bottoms.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
It started out more of the bell bottom,
Oh,
and then the wide leg pant, the flare pant.
the bell bottoms, the dresses that
That's right. We did. We had bell bottoms and headbands, and we were the Vietnam era.
Over the years, it was short skirts, long skirts, short skirts, long skirts.
Yeah.
The bobby socks and the shoes, the black and white shoes.
they call it a girdle, but we call it a waist trainer now.
Waist trainer.
So, yeah. Things always come back. Everything comes back. It just cycles.
If you hang on to stuff long enough, it'll come back in style.
I wish I had kept some of the things I had. And when I see pictures of myself in that, old pictures, I thought, what did I do with that? Why didn't I keep it?
Social media is where I learned most of, my fashion trends from.
But now with all the new technology, Facebook and stuff like that.
Instagram or TikTok or something like that, a lot of people will share their personal styles.
Jackie O is our big inspiration.
Yes.
We had Doris Day, Maureen O'Hara, all at Grace Kelly.
Clark Gable was one of the most great actor here. One of the movies, and put the shirt on, no undershirt. American men stopped wearing undershirt.
We would follow what we saw on TV. Of course, we had to watch American Bandstand, and we saw what those girls were wearing.
I used to read a lot of magazines. I love looking in magazines, and I've seen all the fashion.
I really don't go anywhere. I wear what I've worn for years. The only my new fashions that I get is if my wife buys it for me.
Honestly, my wife does a lot of the shopping.
I've been there.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to admit this, but I don't dress myself. My wife dresses me.
I probably just wear whatever my wife buys me.
I go to my wife for advice because I don't really pair stuff well together, as you can tell with my green hat and my blue chef coat.
This is the first picture I've ever had to print because most of the time I just keep on my phone.
It was in black and white. My granddaughter asked me if there were colored pictures back then.
This is my preferred look. I like to have the little longer hair. Well, get ready, because the next one's going to shock you even more. Okay. This is 2019.
Oh my goodness. This is the mid-1980s.
Yeah.
When every woman in America was getting a perm.
And then I got the perm while I was in Japan. And I love my perm, actually.
I love your perm.
I know. I'm planning to get another one soon because it was really easy to take care of, as hard as curly hair is to take care of.
So I had a pretty long Fu Manchu, and I think that was like a post-Vietnam. I just had to have one.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law thought it was absolutely horrid.
And she made me look like Lord Farquaad. Lord Farquaad is from the movie Shrek. I was not very pleased with that one.
So this is when I just got a spray tan, just got lip filler, and just got my hair done. So I think I look crazy. The lips just look huge. They've calmed down a lot now, but
I'm jealous of the sideburns. They look really good.
Oh, so I had hair.
Yeah.
We had to wear hats, and I hated hats with a passion. And here's another really gem of a hat with that feather sticking up.
And are you in the middle?
I'm in the middle.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Did you have to wear a hat?
Well, that's what women did then.
Oh.
styles of the day.
Was just hats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Back then, we wore an actual uniform, you know, and we had the dress and the bib and the
how the young girls dress in Bosnia and how the middle-aged dress different a little bit. The young girls, they dress a little bit more fancy and not anymore like that.
No. This is my dad look. This was after I became a dad. I wanted to wear my Jesus sandals and a Hawaiian shirt, and I obviously stick with that pretty much as best as I can.
I have a picture of what I was for Halloween this year. I dressed up as a grandma for Halloween.
That would fool.
I'll wear this
most
wig
of-
and come sit in here.
Yeah, you could come in and they would never know the difference. They'd say, well, we have a new resident.
I cannot understand why anybody would pay $100 for a pair of jeans that have holes in them.
Yes.
That have holes in them. Nope.
I can't understand how they would spend money for something that's got holes in it and tears in it and all that. I keep thinking, and sometimes I look at those prices and I think, my gosh, you're paying all that money for what?
We had jeans, but they were nothing like what the jeans are today.
Yeah, were you already buying with holes and stuff in them?
Yeah. We had to throw them away when they had holes in or put big patches on them. We did that too.
When jeans, they have a big hole like this, and it's like, you might as well just wear shorts.
And do you know how much women pay sometimes for those ripped jeans?
Oh, I know, because I had to buy a pair for my wife, and I was like, holy smokes.
You let her wear ripped jeans.
I do, yeah. You know, what she says goes. So.
Okay.